Alright guys, so I was getting a lot of people saying that they wanted MW2, I was getting a lot of people saying they wanted nukes, I was getting a lot of people saying they wanted high scoring demolition gameplay. So I just said what the fuck, let's put it all together and create one big clusterfuck of high scoring demolition Modern Warfare 2 gameplay with a nuke to end the game off. And so I went ahead and did that. I also have 3 chopper gunners and 4 Harriers mixed in with the batch. Right off the bat I do a pro start here and get grenade launchers from across the map. That's the best way to start off every single Modern Warfare 2 game you ever get into, and it's a very common way to start off the game. So that was something. And I think I had 10 deaths in this game, 7 of which were from explosives of any degree. There's number 2. Man, he was a boss. I wanted to watch that kill cam, but I decided to mash my controller instead. Anywho, I go on a nice little streak here in the beginning, and I was thinking, you know, maybe I'll get the nuke right off the bat. Didn't actually turn out that good for me, but I'm going to go ahead and start a little bit of strategy here on Afghan. What you want to do on defense, you'll see, once again, red dots on this map, make sure you pay attention to them, because I always run a suppressor on bigger maps like Afghan, and the reason for it is just there. You saw 5 red dots on the radar, 5 people, basically their entire team, all firing unsuppressed guns. That's a big deal for me, and here they try to noob tube me again. I'm literally like 1 health left here. And it happens again later on. It's just ridiculous the explosives they had on this game. My whole team's telling me to back out, but I'm like, no, we should stay in here. It's Afghan. I should do well in Afghan. There I get almost grenade launched again. It's just ridiculous. But back to the red dots. On bigger maps like Afghan, I think it's really important to make sure you stay off the radar. And there's a reason for this, is that when you're inside the spawn or you've actually traveled some distance, it takes quite a while to get from point A to point B on this map just because it's a bigger map. So it's important that when you get to point B, or the place that you're trying to go to, generally in this gameplay, the enemy spawn, I want to make sure that I'm not detected, and I want to make sure that I'm not fucked, because basically my whole team is not going to get as far as I'm going to get to. I'm not trying to brag, but my team was not the best. It was just just thrown together public lobby team that I had messaged and see if anyone wants to join, and they were cooperative. They were fun people, but they were not the best team. And when we were trying to push spawn on this map, it seemed like I was the only one ever getting, anywhere. And there I got my little revenge, got a grenade launcher kill, and then put it away. But in this map at least, to get to the enemy spawn, I'm actually starting to say it's not a good idea, because the reason is when they spawn on Afghan, the spawns are really, they're not in one spot like they are in most demolition games, like they're one side of the map or whatever. They're kind of spread around a semicircle around the back of the map. And that can lead to really troubling like spawn trapping, because there's really no way to have a good vantage point on them. All the spawns are downhill from everything else where you would be, and it just seems like when you rush spawn, especially with the full team, there's going to be more times that the enemy's going to have an advantage on you than you're going to have an advantage on them, which is why I actually don't suggest rushing the spawn, kind of like I did. I mean, I held back, and you'll see me stay in this bunker for a long time. I was desperately scared of getting grenade launched at this point, which is why I did not want to leave this bunker, because to squeeze a pro pipe through those little windows would be not as easy as it would be if I was in the middle of the map. And my teammates were just getting pissed off, like, no, you have no idea. They were screaming at me to back out of this lobby, but I told them I was on a streak and I'd stay in. And eventually we got a host migration. Me and my teammates were actually doing pretty decent, considering the fact that everyone was grenade launching. And you'll see there, look at the kill feed. It's RPG and 3 grenade launchers in a row. Like, it was just absolute bullshit, the other team. And eventually 2 of them back out and the host leaves, and then a couple people join that were actually not using grenade launchers. It was a marvelous thing. The host is like, fuck this, he left. And my team was actually all going positive, which I thought was pretty interesting, even though we were having some trouble against the grenade launchers. But when the couple people left and people with actual guns joined in that didn't have much gun skill, the game got a little bit easier and we started racking up our streaks a little bit more. I think I was the only one to get any decent streaks in this game. My teammates 3 of them were support for this game, which came in a huge help. You can see we have UAV up almost the entire game. And the counter UAVs were also good when the enemies had a UAV up or something like that. And for the next couple deaths, I had this one guy that was actually pretty decent. He joined the other team. And it was honestly because of his gun. Like, in 2 situations I was behind objects, and you'll see me always use cover. But the only way to counter your enemy having cover is to use full metal jacket on a gun. And he used the single best gun with full metal jacket, which is the AK-47 FMJ. You see there, I didn't see him at all. Like, he was a sneaky beaver over there, and he shot right through that granite, which I didn't think you could even shoot through, but apparently with FMJ you can on an assault rifle. And that kind of pissed me off because I was one away from getting my chopper gunner. And even if you don't get the nuke, the chopper gunner still does massive work on this map. On Afghan, there's very little places to hide out, especially on defense side, which is the opposite side. The enemy team will all spawn outside. There's literally not a single time that they can spawn inside. And the only place that's even inside with decent protection in this entire map is the cave, which is where they're at right now. And once again, Mr. AK-47 FMJ sneaks up around the corner. I don't see him because he's a little bit off my screen here in a bit, and he shoots through a barrel and kills me. FMJ on the AK-47 is easily the best attachment for that gun. A lot of people don't know, but there's certain attachments for certain guns. And I know I'm talking really fast and I'm giving a lot of information, but try to bear with me. There's certain attachments for certain guns that will increase their gun ability more than what the description says. And there's very select things for very select guns. For example, I'll go ahead and throw out that the AK-47 with FMJ attachment will have it so that it's much less idle sway on the gun, if any idle sway. It's undetectable idle sway to me at least. Whereas if you put something like a grenade launcher or an underbarrel shotgun, it also is the other thing that will decrease the idle sway. But if you put like a grenade launcher or a red dot sight, it's going to have idle sway, which means when you aim down sight, your gun's going to slightly sway left and right, similar to what an ACOG scope would do, more easily visible on a sniper rifle. But if you had an underbarrel shotgun attachment or FMJ attachment to the AK-47, you're not going to have any of that idle sway, which makes your shots a lot easier to get on target from a long distance. Another thing that you can point out is that the P90 extended mags, and a lot of people don't know this, but the extended mags are a bitch to get on P90, so I don't even suggest trying it. But the P90 extended mags will give you the equivalent of marathon, or excuse me, of extreme conditioning from Call of Duty 4 and 5. It gives you double the normal run speed without having to use the marathon perk, just by adding that one attachment on there. I'm not sure why it is, but I think the guns are classed based on their attachment, and either the coding got messed up or something happened. But if you'll notice, if you have two people sprinting right next to each other, one of them has a P90 with a red dot sight, one of them has a P90 with an extended mag attachment, the person with the P90 extended mag will be able to sprint for exactly twice as long as the person with a red dot sight attachment. Which is why if I'm ever going shotgun only, like say I'm using an AA-12 shotgun only, and I'm not using Marathon Pro, I'll make sure that my primary gun's the P90 extended mag, because that way I'll have an additional run speed, even though I don't have Marathon Pro on. And that's just a little tip that you can keep in mind with you. Let's see, another one would be the FAL holographic sight. Will always be a 2-bullet kill at any range with stopping power. Unlike the FAL with any other attachment, even with stopping power, will be without some power, will be a 3-hit kill at some of the longer ranges. So that's something to keep in mind. Let's see if there's any other. The other one that I know of is the M16. And these are, once again, just really random things that I'm kind of shooting out here. But the whole idea of this is so you could, know what attachment to use on certain guns. The M16, if you use the holographic sight on the M16, it ridiculously reduces the recoil on the M16 to that of the FAMAS, which is absolutely 0 recoil. The M16 with the holographic sight, although I don't like the holographic sight on the M16, because I don't like holographic sights in general, I think the red dot sight's a little bit better. What the holographic sight on the M16 does, it reduces the recoil to that of the FAMAS, as well as gives you additional aim assist, which is really, really important. Aim assist is basically like if you spin around in a circle and there's a target in front of you, you'll notice that you'll slow down from your circle when the target's in front of you, because it's aim assist kicking in, trying to kind of glue you to the target. And what holographic sight does in this game is it actually increases the aim assist, so it's basically like additional glue, and that's the best way I can put it, I guess. So if you're spinning around in a circle and you see a guy with a red dot sight and you see a guy, your aim will slowly, basically just slow down around the circle of where the target is. Where if you have holographic sight, it'll almost completely stop, just because it's such a much stronger aim assist. So you essentially have better accuracy if you use the holographic sight, whereas you're going to have better, just easy precision of aim when you have the red dot sight. It's just two different things that you can have, and it's just another option that they give you in the game. And I'm trying to talk for 20 minutes, which is why I'm kind of throwing out a lot of random shit here. This is a nice airstrike here. I actually get a triple kill straight to the chopper gunner, and then bam. Second I pull out the chopper gunner, I get knifed in the back by some marathon lightweight commando tac knifer. So what can you do? I didn't get the nuke this streak either, so you're gonna have to wait for that too. The nuke is actually the second to last streak that I go on. I get the nuke streak, and then I get my Harriers, but I make sure that I die, because I don't. When you get the Harriers and you've already got a nuke in the bag and it's near the end of the game, if you end up getting the chopper gunner and you don't have time to call on the chopper gunner, you cannot call on your nuke, because the nuke's stacked under your chopper. Stacked under your chopper gunner. So that's a bitch, and that's happened to me quite a few times. I'll completely forget. I'll be like, shit, I'm on a nice little streak here. Call in the Harriers, get my chopper gunner, but there's only like 30 seconds left on the clock. I can't use the chopper gunner in 30 seconds, and you can't discard it in any way, and then you can't use your nuke, which is really a bitch in this game. I wish that they had scrollable kill streaks like they're going to have in Modern Warfare 3. Which, side note about Modern Warfare 3, I'm going to do a full commentary on this later on probably a very long gameplay because there's a lot that I know about MW3. If you have not been paying attention to the COD XP event that's been going on in California recently, they basically did an entire reveal for Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer. For all the maps, all the guns, all the kill streaks, they let people test the game. Thousands of people were at this event, all, and I'm getting closer to my mic now, all playing Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer on System Link, and a few of the memorable names there were Hutch, Wings of Redemption, Woody's Gamertag, T. Martin, Dunkus, Hastro, Fwiz. The entire Optic team was there, which was fucking ridiculous. And they ended up actually going to win the $400,000 challenge at the end of the game. And I could go on about that shit, but anyways, basically Modern Warfare 3's got the exact same feel as Modern Warfare 2 does as far as the graphics go. The engine is the same. There's only a few tweaks here and there, like the buttons look different. Like when it says press X, the X looks different. I mean, that's just like really small things. One of the bigger things that you'll notice is that the explosives have been incredibly toned down, which is amazing. And there's even a perk that completely nullifies most of the explosives. I think it's called Blast Shield. And instead of being an equipment like it was in Modern Warfare 2, it's going to be an entire perk in Modern Warfare 3. And the pro variant of this perk is going to be protection from flashes and stuns, which the perks seem incredibly overpowered to me. But when I actually sat down and looked at the perk list, which I'll link in the description, there's a complete perk and killstreak list out. When I looked at the perk list and I looked at the killstreak list, and I started thinking about, you know, the things that have gone wrong. And when I look at a killstreak list, I don't think of just, you know, oh, that shit looks really powerful, that's gonna be awesome. I think about every aspect of that killstreak. Like for one of the things, there's an Osprey chopper gunner, which is going to be a chopper gunner that drops 5 care packages. One of which care packages is going to be a hijacked care package. And there I get a nice multi-spray. That was awesome. I put that in my montage also. Check it out. I'll link my montage in a bit. Anyways, back to this kill streak. It's going to be an 18 kill streak. It's going to be called the Osprey Chopper Gunner. And at first glance, you think this thing's going to be a total bitch to the other team. You're getting 5 fucking care packages. One of them's hacked for the other team to start to grab, and then it's going to explode on them, and you're going to get a kill from that. And not only that, but you get 4 other care packages for yourself, and then a chopper gunner on top of that. Like, ridiculously powerful for an 18 kill streak. But when I sat back and think about it, if my predictions for Modern Warfare 3 is that everyone's going to be shooting down air support. It's going to be the primary, secondary is going to be the, and that's kind of an oxymoron, I guess, the primary, secondary. Huh, but, joke there. Anyways, it's going to be the most used secondary in the game is going to be the air support shoot down classes or guns, because you actually get points towards your point streak when you use the, or when you shoot down air support. Also, when you knife SAM turrets, knife sentry guns, you always, for those things, you always get a point towards your point streak. And if I said kill streak earlier, I misspoke. I do mean that it's point streak. What they've redone in Modern Warfare 3 is that whenever you get a kill, you get 1 point towards your point streak, and which is similar to a kill streak. And whenever you capture an objective, whenever you destroy a piece of air support, whenever you do something like that, or any team support actions, you also get points added to your point streak, which will help you get more point streaks. And there's different levels of point streaks, there's different classes of point streaks, there's incredibly powerful ones like the Osprey Chopper Gunner. But like I said before, my assumption is that everyone's going to be running these anti-aircraft classes, because you're going to get points towards your point streak for shooting down air support. So while they're going to get this massively powerful kill streak, I think it's going to be shot down really quickly. And I also think that any kill streaks that you get out of your care package are also going to be shot down very quickly. So I don't think it's going to be overpowered, but I think that it has the potential to be overpowered. For example, if you've got 6 blithering idiots on the other team without air support classes, then they're not going to be able to take down your air support, and you're going to be able to go to fucking town on those kids and just pound them into the ground with your chopper gunner and then whatever you get from the other 5 care packages, which is going to be absolutely ridiculous, and I cannot wait to, like I said, pound kids to the ground and that shit. So that's going to be exciting. And as far as the overall gameplay, there was a lot of things that stood out to me when I was watching these little 1 and 2 minute segments of gameplay that they released. One of the things was that the submachine guns look incredibly powerful. However, I've heard a confirmation from Robert Bowling and and Hutch. He was the one that suggested this to Infinity Ward, that the SMGs look a little bit overpowered, that they're going to be toning those down before the actual gameplay world release, which is going to be November, I think, yeah, November 11th, I think it is, something like that. And, or maybe it's November 6th, I can't remember. But, the basic thing is that the SMGs were incredibly overpowered because the maps are really close quarters. which makes it obviously SMGs are dominant, but also the SMGs drop to hit people so quickly in close quarters, like literally 2 bullets, and there's no stopping power in this game, so that's a new all-time fastest drop rate for a SMG. The only other SMG that's ever killed a person in 2 bullets without stopping power is the Scorpion. That's only for about a 3-meter range before it drops off to absolutely shit. So, yeah, that seems a little overpowered, but hopefully they're taming those down. As far as the other guns go, you've got the shotguns in Modern Warfare 3, which are going to have, like, range opticals on them that can increase the range to ridiculous levels, which, I swear to God, if the shotgun's the most overpowered gun in the game, I'm going to be pissed off. Because those don't take skill to use, unlike the FAMAS, which actual bullets, you know, like the FAMAS being the most OP gun in the game for Black Ops. At least it actually takes bullets. Like a fucking shotgun, and there's my nuke, by the way, that's glorious. But a shotgun being overpowered would just be stupid, because if you can get like a Model 1887s, where you just, all you have to do is hit fire the shit across the map and get a 1-hit kill, that'd be ridiculous, and that'd make the game just not fun at all, because there'd be literally 0 skill left inside the game. And also you'd have everyone running around with these fucking Spaz 12 shotguns, which is it's just ridiculous. But I'm hoping they tame those down, and I'm hoping they're not overpowered at least. So we're going to have to see before the game gets released, before I can pass on any final judgments, because I know what this COD XP event was just them basically having beta testers for 2 days test the game and get paid. Like, what Infinity Ward has done is, like, they're by far the smartest people, the smartest company they've ever known. Because if you really sit down and think about it, they made people pay $300 for a ticket to COD XP, and basically use these people as beta testers for their game, which normally they would have to pay beta testers. So essentially, beta testers are paying them to play the game, and then they're also paying them for all the shit that they buy this XP. And then what does the XP do? Also, they release 10,000 like 2-minute segments of Modern Warfare 3. Creating massive hype for this game, making everyone super stoked about Modern Warfare 3 and wanting to go out and buy it the second that the Hardened Edition becomes available and pre-order becomes available. I mean, what they've done in this game is, like, they've revolutionized it from just being a game that gets released and people play it to be something that people worship for like 4 to 5 months before it's even out, before it's even available for sale, you know? And I think it's ridiculous. Like I'm actually looking into something for marketing as my career when I grow up, and what they've done like really fascinates me of how they like get these people, and like they've even got me stoked about it. Like 2.5 months before the game's even coming out, I've already seen gameplay footage. I'm sitting here analyzing it over a commentary for you guys. Like, it's ridiculous how much they've got everyone stoked up for it, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm one of the fanboys. I've already got it pre-ordered, the Hardened Edition, and I'm gonna be playing it the day it comes out, skipping school the whole fucking week that time. Because I do not plan to let Modern Warfare 3 go lightly. And make sure you subscribe to this channel, because if you haven't already, because I will be posting as much Modern Warfare 3 information as I can the days leading up to and after its release. I'm also trying to become a beta tester for Modern Warfare 3. I've got a couple sources that might be able to hook me up with that, and I'm really hoping that plans out, because being a beta tester for Modern Warfare 3 would be ridiculous. Anyways, this gameplay is coming to a close. The final score in this game was 102 kills and 10 deaths with a tactical nuke and I think 3 chopper gunners and 4 Harriers. I get the 4th one here coming up shortly. And then you'll notice I did die. If I didn't die to this guy's gun, which he had fucking painkillers and last stand, what a fucking bitch. Like, the 2 most bullshit things in this game, we put them together. And I died to him, and then but it was all for the better, because I didn't want to get my chopper gunner. If I'd gotten a chopper gunner, I wouldn't have been able to call in the nuke, but we still would have won, so I guess it really didn't matter too much. Like I said, the gameplay is winding down to a close. I'm probably just going to leave you with the last 30 seconds, because I don't feel like talking for a whole fucking 20 minutes. This sniper was just relentless. He kept trying to come back to me, and I kept gunning him down. Anyways, guys, the bomb got planted, so we could not defuse it, or maybe we did defuse it. I can't even remember. This gameplay was part of my montage. Excuse me. Certain clips from this gameplay were part of my montage. The 2 multi-kills I got in this gameplay were part of the montage that I've been creating. I created it today. Actually, it took 6 hours to render that thing out, and my controller died. It took 6 hours to make and render out this montage, which is the most time I've ever spent on a gameplay ever. And it's got like a lot of tactical nuke, like getting the 25 kill streak. It's got a lot of multi-kills. It's got a lot of airstrike kills. It's got a lot of just gun kill streaks. It's a ridiculous montage. I really enjoyed it. I've seen it like 5 times because I actually enjoy watching it. Unlike any of my other gameplay, I enjoy watching this game. Or excuse me, that montage that I created. So please check it out. There'll be a link in the description for any mobile users. There'll also be a link in the, an annotation on the screen right now if you want to go watch it yourself. And I'm probably going to play it throughout the video. So please check that video out, give it a like if you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.
Jumping off the cliff right now. I just died right at the end. I got a kill just before the nuke got him.
What a tantrum.